Monday, and welcome into the PHNX Sun Devil Show, brought to you by the DraftKings Sportsbook app, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe, even leave a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. I am Anthony Totri.
Yeah, you are.
Joined, as always, by them boys. We got Shawn DePaz to my right, Shane Diefenbach to my left.
Yeah.
Gents, a lot to get into today, but just how was everybody's weekend?
It was all right. What did I do this weekend?
Watch football?
Yeah, football.
Oh, yeah.
Football.
Yeah, my weekend was good, actually, unlike y'all's. And I also got to watch some high school basketball this morning, which was the best part of my weekend. Even though it's Monday, I guess.
We had the tea party.
On Friday.
We did.
It's pretty awesome.
Tea party was fun. Shout out Max for that.
It was a little electric. Figured out that I can kind of golf, maybe.
Yeah. We still got to get out there, man.
I know. I was going to text you over the weekend. We do have to go golfing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, now we got the plug at Dobson Ranch now, apparently.
Always go to Dobson Ranch, honestly.
My weekend was fine. Yeah. It was all right.
Yeah.
It was good. ASU basketball got a dub.
I guess not 2 dubs. I got the 1 dub on Thursday.
And yeah, dabbled in some OGs on Sunday night. Celebrated Bill's victory. Yeah.
We still have yet to do OGs as like a show.
As one.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I got to give Shane a little time to work his way up.
Well,
I feel like I can't.
So full disclosure, I took a fifth of a 10 milligram.
So step up to a 1 microdose.
No, because that was perfect.
3 milligrams. It's 1 milligram increase.
Okay, maybe we'll see. Well, if we're gonna do it, we're watching Gremlins.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I don't know how I'm gonna react to that though. I'm gonna be straight up with you. Like I might lose my mind.
Well, we watched Avatar off the OGs. I think.
But that was funny. That was hilarious.
Gremlins is a really funny movie.
Okay.
It's not a scary horror.
I just don't know how I'm gonna actually laugh.
He's gonna be high as shit in his little.
Yeah,
gonna come
exactly. And he's gonna lose his mind. He's gonna think it's hilarious. We're watching Gremlins on it.
Oh my gosh! No, I tell people that we saw Avatar on OGs, and I thought it was funny, and they're like, "What part specifically?" And I'm like, first off, it's not a spoiler because it's been a time. Like if you haven't seen Avatar 2, I don't know what you're doing. But when the whales are talking to each other, dude, or they're talking to the people, lost my shit in the theaters. And I tell people that.
We all did.
I tell people that, and they're like, "Yeah, I didn't think it was funny at all." I'm like, "How the fuck did you not think it's funny?"
Yeah. That's why you got to take the OGs. It unlocks your third eye. You view everything differently.
It's fucking hilarious. Something that wasn't funny that happened today. ASU basketball left out of the AP Top 25.
I think it's kind of fun.
You think it's fun?
Why would you want to be ranked right now?
I think you want to be ranked at any point in the season, regardless of who you've got next. Because if you're ranked now,
the team would always want to be ranked.
Yeah, look, I feel like the sour spot for us is they were ranked, and then they got their ass beat by San Francisco.
Yeah.
I understand the idea of not wanting to be ranked because of the added pressure or just any superstition, whatever, going into the UCLA game. My point is, right, you guarantee yourself in the top 25 if you sweep this weekend, right? Guaranteed. Probably, I would say you're at the 20 spot. If you are in the top 25 going into these 2 games and you win these 2 games, you're a top 15 team in the country.
Yeah.
That's my only frustration.
But riddle me this, Batman.
Oh, okay.
What does that do for you? Nothing, because right now, you can be number 1 in the country. ASU was number 3 in the country, I believe, and then still made a play-in game and lost to Shawn.
Yeah.
It happens. Like this is the.
But you want to be ranked.
The team, sure, but you talk about the loss of San Francisco. That's not all it is. This team always finds a way to lose right after they get ranked. It's just what happens. Yeah. I don't really care. The players might have a chip on their shoulder.
So you're saying right now you do not want to be ranked?
I couldn't care less either way. It wouldn't matter.
Really?
Handle business.
Yeah, I mean,
that surprises me.
I want it. It's cool. I mean, we might get more views if we got a number next to our name, I guess. But
our podcast doesn't have that number next to our name. We're not AP Top 25.
Yeah,
we're AP Top 5, but
yeah,
that's huge.
Or PAP. Podcast AP.
That didn't make sense. Continue.
It's not.
It did make sense.
It's not basketball AP.
It did just make sense. It was stupid.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really give 2 craps to be honest. I obviously, yes, I want to be ranked. I think the players like that kind of respect, but it doesn't really do anything for us.
What's your argument for being ranked right now?
For which side of it do you mean?
Why do you want to be ranked so bad? Why are you saying that's crazy?
That's the whole point of it. No, you want to be ranked.
No, the whole point of it is to make the NCAA tournament.
Yes, the end goal. At the end goal.
Yeah.
What team has won a national championship in college basketball that's not in the AP Top 25? Has there been one?
Yeah, definitely 100%.
Okay, there has to have been, but I mean, like
you want to be in the you want to be ranked.
You do.
I'm not crazy for the team. Like
no. Like being ranked is a nice thing because it's a signifier that you're a top 25 team in the country.
I'll tell you this. I need this team to be ranked going into the Pac-12 tournament because that almost that solidifies a spot in the NCAA tournament. Yeah. That's all I care about. Right now, it doesn't matter. Handle business and you're ranked.
Yeah, because I mean, like, it doesn't change the teams that you've beat or your wins or anything. Like, it doesn't ultimately mean anything.
Let's be honest, too. Like, we look at the net. We look at the Ken Palms, whatever it is. You look at all these numbers. You're like, ASU shouldn't be 53. Well, let's talk about it because who have they really beat that matters? It's Creighton. They lost to Texas Southern, man.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
That doesn't help.
You got to prove yourself. I know you're 15-3, and I know this team is better than that team at the start of the season. This team is different, and we've been behind it the entire time. This isn't one of the Bobby Hurley's teams of the past. This is different, but you got to earn respect. You do.
At this point, they haven't. And I mean, when you lose that bad to an unranked team in the way that they did for San Francisco, that's going to linger a little bit, especially when you haven't done anything like blowing out Oregon. Sure, but Oregon is not a team that has the respect of voters.
They're
like
3-1 in quad 1 games.
Yeah.
No, like
that means nothing when you look at the net because they're what 40
and also
something, 48.
Also, this is human beings voting. Like, so I always take AP with a grain of salt because I feel like I brought this up before. It was 2020 when shout out Damon, Arizona football was in the middle of being the worst program in the country. And they got a top 25 vote because a voter thought they were Arizona State.
That happened today. March Madness Twitter.
Yeah, March Madness Twitter tweeted that ASU was ranked 11 today.
Yeah, exactly.
Or whatever it was.
So, like, this kind of stuff, I'm always going to take it with a little bit of grain of salt, especially when you're in the West Coast. You're naturally going to get a little less attention, a little less respect.
And as Joe says, they look at net a lot of the time, AP voters. ASU 40 in net was 41 last week.
Yeah, so it is what it is. And I mean, especially with the history of this team, yes, I want to be ranked, but I'm not going to complain that the team doesn't have the extra pressure of trying to hold on to a ranking.
Yeah.
If they are a top 25 team when the season's over, they'll be a top 25 team. Like Shane said, it's ultimately, I think, at the end of the season where I really care. Who's ranked where up until that point doesn't mean a whole lot to me.
Just to put it into perspective, so ASU 15-3 on the season. There are 10 3-loss teams currently in the AP Top 25. There are 2 4-loss teams, and there are 4 5-loss teams currently in the AP Top 25. So,
yeah,
doesn't look great. I know it's who you've lost to, when you've lost to them, and kind of what they've done since. But I would take a 15-3 ASU team probably over all the 5-loss teams.
Yeah, what's wild to me is that 13-5 Rutgers in the fraudulent Big Ten is a top 25 team.
Well, the Big 10 and the Big 12 just get teams in willy-nilly. You could be 10-5.
Yeah, but that goes back to what I was saying about us being West Coast. You being on the East Coast and being in those big conferences is always going to benefit you a little bit. But yeah, it is. I'm cool. I like seeing Arizona keep dropping. Well, not really because it's kind of bad for the conference. But
yeah,
outside of that, I like Arizona dropping.
Yeah. It's because as an ASU guy, you want them to lose. Right?
Yeah.
You want Arizona to lose. However, the more that it
doesn't help
Arizona, it doesn't help the Sun Devils. Now, I feel like it does help that ASU kicked the shit out of Oregon and then Oregon kicked the shit out of U of A. That makes the Oregon win look better.
Yeah,
but it makes the U of A loss less ideal, I guess. Also, on a more positive side, Desmond Cambridge, Pac-12 Player of the Week.
Duh. Like, he was the only player in the Pac-12 that scored 20 points twice this week.
Yeah.
Deservedly so. His splits in the last 7 games have been ridiculous.
Yeah.
This week, he shot over 50% and scoring 41 points. That's stupid.
Yeah. And
stupid.
I mean, like the stat that you brought up the other day about how when he scores 9 points, they win. And you score 20, if he scores 20 points, they win by double digits. Like, it's just, he's clearly the most valuable player to his team. Like, if there was an MVP award in the Pac-12 and it was a true, like, most valuable to their team, I think it's got to be him. He is literally the difference. Any given game, he's the difference for the team. And yeah, like Shane said, you get the performances he turned in this week. I can't think of another player in the conference that really even deserved to be in the conversation compared to him.
Yeah, last week in the wins over Oregon State and Oregon, Cambridge had 42 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks, and 4 steals. Obviously, all crucial in ASU getting both of those wins and moving to 15-3 on the season. Looking a little bit ahead to the UCLA and I guess the USC game as well. We've already talked about how important Dez is in terms of a scoring perspective, right? Obviously, the 42 points over the last 2 games is huge. However, there are some guys that I feel like need to pick it up in terms of scoring if ASU wants to have a chance to beat a top 5 team in UCLA. Looking at guys like Frankie Collins, Devan Cambridge, and then DJ Horn, to be quite frank with you. I think DJ Horn, if ASU is going to beat UCLA, it's got to be because DJ Horn also had an efficient night. It can't just be a Dez game. I don't think that's enough against the top 5 team to win.
You want to know last year when they won in overtime, how many players were in double figures?
6.
Marion, 24.
Yeah.
DJ, 11. Jay Heath, 12. Gaffney, 10. Shooter.
Dude,
Wow.
if that happens.
Was that Gaffney's highest scoring game?
I don't know. Jalen Graham, 16 and 10. And Kamani, 11 and 9. They dominated the glass. DJ Horn had 8 boards. Oh, my God. But you know what? They only... Wow, this is... The starters played... Every single starter played 40-plus minutes.
Huh. It was
Lonzo Gaffney was, after that...
20, triple overtime.
Yeah.
Lonzo Gaffney, 23 minutes. Boachi had 14. 1 point, no boards. Jemiah
Nice.
and Luther, 9 and 8.
Wow.
Minutes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're going to need them all.
Yeah, I mean, it's... Yeah, you've seen it. You can tell when this team is on, like they were against Oregon. When you have... I do think at this point, like, if Dez isn't your leading scorer, in any given game at this point, I'm going to be a little surprised. But, like, yeah, if you can get a double-digit performance from any of your other guards, I think that's a recipe for success. If Frankie's putting up 10 or DJ is putting up 10, 15 points, like, on top of Dez being Dez, you're going to win that game.
I think at this point, is it safe to assume that if all of ASU starters hit double figures, they win?
Yeah.
That's a safe assumption?
Yeah, if Warren Washington is dropping... Even
if it's 10.
Yeah. Probably.
Right? That's a safe assumption?
I mean, unless the bench isn't doing anything and they've scored 50 points.
But this bench is like, I just don't feel like... I know not everybody in the bench is going to contribute night in and night out, but I feel like there are so many solid depth guys on this team that one of them...
Yeah. I think on any given night, you can get 10 from Luther or Austin.
Or Jemiah.
Yeah, we haven't really seen that kind of consistent offensive production from Jemiah yet, so I'm hesitant to put him in that conversation, but I mean, he can, right?
I mean, shit, you get 10 from Gaffney.
Dude, if you get 10 from Gaffney, you might beat an NBA team. Like, especially if he's just wet from the corner, like that's money.
But this is interesting, though. The reason why I bring up those minutes is because that was obviously a very starter-heavy team. You know, the bench wasn't as deep. This is a very deep team. Yeah. They run 10 guys like pretty consistently. You're gonna need to have a productive bench because as much as we say like 10 from everybody in the starting lineup would be awesome. That's not how this team rolls.
Yeah,
Duke's gonna need to step up big time when he comes in. I mean, there are some dudes that on UCLA that will punish you down low. I mean, and I'm not worried about the defense. You know, Hawkes might get his. He probably will get his. Tiger Campbell will probably get his.
Yeah.
You just got to limit, role players from killing you.
Yeah, and you need to make your shots. Yeah. I would rather. Yeah, it's just I don't want to be frustrated by DJ. It's really my biggest thing. Like, because DJ is going to take his shots regardless. It's just it's a matter of whether or not he's taking or making them.
Yeah.
And if he's not. Like UCLA, like you said, UCLA is not a kind of UCLA is not the kind of team where you cannot afford to have a bad performance. You can afford maybe to have 1 or 2 guys in your starting lineup who are not like massive contributors or something. Like you could get a 7-assist, 5-point game from Frankie, and you might be okay.
Yeah.
But if one of these guys is having a downright bad performance, if Warren Washington is falling out, that's probably going to be a little bit of trouble.
Not ideal. A couple comments in the chat I want to get to. Chris in the chat, ASU looked lost against FSU without Dez, 100%.
MVP.
Joe, UCLA has lost 3 of the last 4 in Tempe. Let's get some sort of weird Washington football streak going against them. I mean, we've talked about it on the show as it relates to football, and I know I've got your guys' opinions on that, but do you guys think that a streak like that matters in basketball and college basketball?
Oh yeah.
You think?
Yeah, because college basketball is all about atmosphere, man. Like, and all about there are weird things that happen in college basketball. Like everyone can say Gonzaga plays in a fraudulent conference and whatever, but every time they go to St. Mary's, you're on upset watch. Like weird stuff happens in college basketball. 100% it means something, especially on your home floor.
Yeah, I'm normally not I think I said this about the Washington thing. I'm generally like kind of, I don't think it matters all that much.
Yeah.
But when you think about this specifically and UCLA, when they have guys like Akez and Tiger Campbell who've been playing there for the last 3 decades, it seems like.
Yeah, they've been there forever.
It might weigh on them a little differently because they have been there and they have struggled to win in Tempe.
I just had to check to see if, what's his face, the big guy from the last 19 years was still on the roster, and he's actually not.
Oh, nice.
Bowling ball, dude.
Yeah.
Another thing, ASU 34th in the nation on fast break points, UCLA 114. So
wow,
push the pace.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've been saying that, right? This team.
I've been saying that since last year.
This team, just move.
But especially with the athletes you have now, as long as it's not Devan pushing the pace.
Can we?
As long as he's not the one bringing the ball up.
Can we talk about how insane Devan's transformation is? Dave Miller, who was the color guy on the Oregon broadcast, I believe, made a really good point about how, when we talked about Dev coming into this year, it was about you're going to get a guy that's high flying and electric, give you some good minutes offensively. In terms of dunking and good minutes defensively and rebounding the ball. He's turned into a scorer, and he didn't attempt many threes last year. And the reason why he's turned into a scorer is because Bobby Hurley doesn't give a shit if you take a bad shot.
Yeah.
It's because he has confidence in you. And that has led to a team high percentage in 3-point. Yeah. Like, it's insane.
I mean, it's the same thing for Dez. He wasn't this immediately. Like, and he had those games where he would.
But the difference with him is Dez showed that at Nevada.
He
showed how good how well he could score.
For sure. But I mean, you saw this last year too. Marion kept shooting, even though he sucked at first. Like, and like
that led to the win against UCLA.
Exactly. And in the second half of the season, he started turning it on a little bit because Bobby clearly had that trust in him all year. And you see that with Dez. You see that with Dev. You see that with Alonzo Gaffney. Because I know I bring this up a lot. If he played on Syracuse's if he played for Jim Boeheim in Syracuse, he would not have seen the floor for the last 10 games if he was shooting some of the shots he shoots.
Gaffney?
Yeah, because Boeheim does not play that shit. You do one dumb thing, you might not see the floor the rest of the game. Which Boeheim is a very successful coach, but he hasn't been recently. And that's something that, especially in today's game, when the kind of guys you are getting coming out of high school, a guy like Bobby having that kind of confidence is invaluable, I think. And it is why you get the Cambridge brothers being the offensive contributors that they are now. Yeah.
I think the ASU UCLA game on Thursday is going to be a lot of fun. I think you guys should definitely go out, like pregame it. Whoa.
Don't think.
Go out to the game. Oh, just turn your brain off type thing? Just go?
Yeah.
Just go.
Shift your brain into neutral and go.
Just go to the ASU basketball game.
And then overdrive when the game starts.
It's going to be a lot of fun. 942 crew tweeted out, got some shirts for the student section that look kind of fire.
I still haven't seen them.
Just saying. They got like a little neon print, like a neon sign type of thing. It's a vibe. If you guys are trying to make some money on ASU basketball, do it on the DraftKings Sportsbook app. And if you're not trying to bet college basketball, I get it. NFL playoffs
I don't understand
is still going on. All new and existing customers can take a shot at an even bigger payout with DraftKings stepped up same game parlays. Boost your NFL winnings with each leg you add up to 100%. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code PHNX. And new customers are going to get $5, can bet $5 on the NFL divisional round and get $200 in free bets instantly only at DraftKings Sportsbook with code PHNX. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for more details.
Purdue down 3. 2 minutes, minute 40.
Uh-oh. What's this? The Big Ten being fraudulent? Who would have thought? Not me. Just kidding. Definitely me.
There you go.
And Shane.
There you go. And everybody. Pretty much just everybody. Right?
F Big Ten basketball.
That's true. That's true.
What time is it?
Right now?
Yeah.
4 Peaks o'clock.
And?
2:29.
And? I know it's not Big Ten, but and?
The Buffalo Bills.
Georgetown still sucks.
You got to say the time first.
How he did. That's why I said, what time is it? And he gave me the time. And then,
4 Peaks o'clock. That's what I said.
It is 4 Peaks o'clock. And if you want some 4 Peaks, if you weren't able to make it out to our tea party, shame on you. Just kidding. You probably have other obligations, but shame on you. It was a ton of fun. And it was presented by 4 Peaks. And they did a fantastic job out there. Everyone had a ton of fun. But last Wednesdays are back. So no worries.
It's 10
o'clock.
Also, quesadilla o'clock. It's not. That's a seasonal thing.
French onion soup.
Yeah, seasonal. Sadly.
Well, if you want some tendies or some beer or anything in between,
or a hug,
see us.
Join us the last Wednesday of every month at the 8th Street Pub. This month it's January 25th. All of our shows will be live and in person throughout the day. Enjoy $3 beer specials and come say hello.
Just like that.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
It is indeed going to be a crazy ass conference season. Zone Tucson 9-3.
Let's talk about the conference then. Let's talk about the conference.
It's a fun time to be in the pack.
We haven't done the segment in a minute.
Yeah, I know.
It's time for a little Pac-12 imposter, guys.
Yeah.
I feel like there are a lot of options, except Cal. Cal, we know who you are. You're bad.
And Stanford.
And Stanford's bad too.
Honestly, Cal doesn't
bad.
deserve this.
Shawn, let's start with you. Who do you think is the current Pac-12 imposter?
Man. I don't want to say this just to be a troll.
No.
Say it. Say it.
No way.
Say it.
Are they impostering as a top 5 team?
Yeah. So that's kind of what I was getting at. Like, the University of Arizona is clearly, they're clearly a very good basketball team. But, I mean, when you compare them to where I thought they were at the beginning of the season, I don't think they're that. But I'm not going to be that big of a troll. I'm going to say Colorado. I think I and others still give them a lot of credit for the ranked wins that they had early on in the season, but I do not think they are really in that conversation. I think they're in a completely different league than ASU is right now.
Yeah.
So I'll make Colorado my Pac-12 imposter.
That's fair. That's one of the 3 that I had up there.
There's a right answer here, guys.
I think I know where you're going.
What's right?
There's a right answer here. Who has lost 3 games in a row in the Pac-12?
Is it the Ute?
It is the house that Cameron Rising built, the University
on.
of Utah. Guys, they started off hot. They beat U of A. They had a good out-of-conference schedule. But the U of A is basically the only win they have. They lost to a ranked TCU team. They beat Washington State by 2 points. They lost to Mississippi State by 3. They lost to Sam Houston.
Mm-hmm.
They are not as good as their record shows. It is Utah. Utah is a fraud. The last 3 losses are Oregon, UCLA, which is whatever, and then USC. They got a big game against Washington State at home on Thursday to kind of keep their Pac-12 hopes alive.
Yeah. And this is, I mean, we've already talked about how crazy of a finish this conference is probably going to provide, especially for Arizona State. We've talked about the way they finish with Utah, UCLA, USC, Arizona, and those schools. I love both those picks. The fact that you went Utah, I'm going to go Washington State. This is a team that's currently on a 3-game win streak. They beat Arizona, the other team.
So what are they? They're impostering that they're good?
They're
really
impostering as a team that's on the rise when I don't think they are. They barely beat Stanford.
This is not a joke or anything.
Okay.
If ASU plays them in the first round, I'm terrified.
Really?
Yes, they are good.
Washington
They
State,
have an NBA caliber player.
I don't think they're very good. I don't think they're very good. They've got losses to Utah State.
Yeah, I know what they
Hawaii,
did before.
UNLV.
I know what they did before, but it all matters.
Prairie View.
Who's hot at the end, man? That's all that matters.
I don't fear them at all. I still would not want to see Washington at any point in the postseason because I hate the fucking zone. Well, I love the zone, but I hate playing against it.
Yeah.
I do think there was a gray area, but gray areas are no fun. So I'll side with Totri. I do not think they are as good as a team that would beat Arizona, I guess, is my whole thing with them. Is like, it's college basketball, so things obviously happen, but like, I think Totri's not a fan of this saying, but you play that game 10 times. I think Arizona wins the other 9.
Yeah.
So I do I lean towards Totri's argument there, but
I think it's funny that, and I think this helps your argument that Arizona's the biggest imposter, is the fact that we both chose the 2 teams that beat Arizona in conference play, which I feel like kind of helps your argument that Arizona is a bigger imposter.
You can go the other way with this. I still think Oregon's a master fraud. I do not think they're as bad as they are.
No.
They shouldn't be as bad as they are. They have a better roster.
Different kind of imposter.
Yeah. Dana Altman is going to get them right.
Or he's going to
The reason why I'm so worried about Washington State is, like, you look at that game that ASU played against them, and you're like, there's nothing here that scares me. They got hot from 3, sure. But also, I don't know if it was Warren, the game planning, or he was sick. Muhammad Gay didn't do anything. Muhammad Gay is going to the NBA. He is a ridiculous guy with all of the tools. He had 24 and 14 against Ballo and Tubelis. Like, he is a monster. If he turns it on in the Pac-12 tournament, watch out.
Yeah, a couple comments in the chat. Chris saying it's UCLA, Zona Tucson, Utah. Zona, I feel like you're probably still salty about what happened a few weeks ago.
No, he was. I think he was replying to who lost the last three. Who lost their last 3 games. But also, he's probably saying they're frauds because they are frauds.
Yeah, they are frauds. Reza, Arizona struggle versus Washington 2. Imposter for sure. Could have easily lost 3 of 4. Can you imagine if they would have gotten
and they let Oregon State back into the game like that?
Yeah, but they're
obviously
but
we
saw what Oregon State is capable of from a scoring perspective.
That is very true. My biggest problem with Arizona is that they don't feel deadly. Like, I know they are, but they don't feel deadly. No. They let teams back into the game. And we had talked about it before with Tommy Lloyd's comment about how the team doesn't seem cohesive. Like, it just seems like this is not last year's team.
No, if Kirk Kriisa is like 1 for 7 on threes, they lose. And that's just what happens.
This is not a national championship level Arizona team.
No, and that's why I kind of was hoping that, or if I was a U of A fan, I was kind of hoping that people tempered their expectations a little bit. They lost 3 starters to the draft last year. Like, that is really big. And I know Ballo's been a huge, not surprise, I guess, because we kind of saw this coming, but like he's been so dominant at times.
Christian Coloco.
Yeah, he's not Christian Coloco. And yeah, when your starting point guard is off in a game and you don't really have anybody to go to, and
you don't have a Ben Mathurin who could literally
take over games.
You
don't have not Ben Mathurin just taking over games, but you don't have a guy that, like, it feels like they have no leader.
Yeah,
like
I agree.
Kirk Kriisa will yap at somebody.
Yeah,
Ballo will. He's kind of quiet though, and then Tubelis is the most stoic man I've ever seen. Ben Mathurin would get into your shit, and like he would run the huddles.
Yeah,
during timeouts.
I don't want to like say that this is a problem. I'm curious how much it plays into the chemistry this team has. It's a very like diverse team. The players on this team are from a lot of different places. So I'm curious,
which is dope, but I don't necessarily think it helps the whole cohesion synergy.
Yeah, thing. I mean it'd be. I don't think it necessarily hurts. And you can't say that it hurts for sure, but it's hard to imagine a way in which it helps, I guess. So it is very interesting, just kind of the mix of personalities that is on that team. It's just,
and they'll figure it out. They'll be a top 4 team in the Pac-12 tournament. I don't think there's any doubt. About them. But I think at the start of the season, it was, okay, Arizona and UCLA, they're the cream of the crop here in the Pac-12. I think it's clear now. I don't think there's a 1A, 1B anymore. I think it's clearly UCLA is 1 and clearly U of A is 2.
Yeah, and I think clearly
Chris, that's a pretty bold statement. UCLA will get locked down by ASU, not quick, athletic enough offense to score on this defense. Yeah, they don't run fast, but you probably said that about Kentucky earlier in the year, and Oscar Tshiebwe did nothing. And Kentucky has Obi Toppin's brother.
Do they really?
He's pretty athletic. I mean,
to Chris's defense, I guess, with the exception of USF, who hasn't gotten locked down by ASU's defense, like no one has gone crazy on this team. Again, with the exception
Arizona
of USF,
was pretty close to just blowing the lid off this whole thing.
Yeah, but I mean, they ultimately didn't. And by Arizona standards, like, it wasn't anything crazy.
Yeah, 9-point win over Arizona State is not something to be patting yourself on the back about if you're the Wildcats, in my personal opinion. Joe in the chat, have they dug Kriisa out of Matt Knight's court yet? Yeah, if you didn't see, he got put on a poster by Dante this weekend, and it was incredible. I saw the replay. I would be shocked if he... I don't even know where I'm going with it.
But to get back to what I was saying about Oregon being an imposter in a different way, like, that is a prime example, because Dante did nothing against ASU, really.
Yeah, and he had the best game of his career.
He clearly is like, he's physically an imposing
I know this
player.
From experience, though, Kirk Kriisa. It is terrifying seeing a 6'10+ man running towards you and dunking on you.
I believe it.
Shout out. Oh, what is it? What was his name? Thonmaker. Shout out Thonmaker. Dunked on me one time. In a game, in a showcase. Yep, I was showcasing nothing.
No, you were showcasing the heart. You had all the heart.
I was showcasing the grit and heart. And high IQ basketball. Thonmaker was showcasing all of those things as well, with 6 more inches and
athleticism.
That's tough for you.
Not really.
No?
I kind of thought it was funny. I was on a hoop mixtape.
Oh, that hurts. No,
we gotta find that.
That hurts the confidence a little bit?
No, because I didn't think I was playing in the league.
Well, no, but like, to get dunked on?
No, I don't care.
I think you guys be a certain level of like, if you're really good, maybe it hurts the confidence. For me, I would just be like, that would be a story I would tell everybody.
That you got dunked on.
Yeah.
He's Thon Maker, top 5 prospect in high school. I'm Shane Diefenbach.
Him.
That's it.
Him.
Period.
I'm Shane Diefenbach.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm Shane
Listen,
Dieterdod.
Like I said, I was watching high school basketball. I was watching girls' high school basketball earlier.
Women's. Girls?
No, girls, they're high schoolers.
Girls, yeah.
Fucking come at me. I was scared of them. I was scared of them. Like I was Desert
Vista.
Yeah, they have 2 of the top 5 women's basketball players in the girls basketball players, I guess, in the state. They terrified me. I can't imagine having an actual like a grown man coming at me like
dunking on you.
Yeah.
No, that wouldn't be fun. Guys, before we move on to our next topic, I want to tell you guys about Burrito Express. If you haven't checked it out, I don't know what you're doing. They got locations just about everywhere in the valley, and they smack. And when you buy a $25 Burrito Express gift card, you're going to get a free burrito. You're spending money and you're getting either breakfast or lunch. Head on over to your nearby Burrito Express location today and give them a follow on social at Burrito EXP.
And then when you get your burrito, you can head home because I know you got more furniture in your apartment / house /
space
on the side of the street.
Space.
And you just, because you put all your money in more furniture because it's that nice. Sit down in it, eat your burrito, be comfortable. Because more furniture, is it the greatest furniture of all time?
It's the greatest furniture.
It's the greatest furniture of all time. It's the LeBron James furniture, and don't come at me. Don't do it.
What about
Don't
Michael
do it.
Jordan? Stop it.
Stop it. Check them out. Save big on the best furniture in the valley when you head to morefurniture.com. That's morfurniture.com.
Ooh, I love that. That was very
Thank you.
like
Ad ready?
Yeah, very ad ready of you.
I got that from Leah because I realized that people might
the
not know
word more is spelled
off.
MORE.
Yeah.
Tragic. New topic today, or new game / thing we're doing today.
LFG.
An anti-draft.
Mm-hmm.
So for those of you that don't know, these two have a topic that they are going to be drafting. I do not know what the topic is, and so I'm going to be drafting at the end of your guys' so you'll each pick, then I'll pick as to what I think you guys are drafting, and then the final thing will be the topic.
So we're gonna throw the topic up in a second. You guys will know the topic. Me and Shawn will know the topic. He will not, and he has to draft accordingly and just try to guess. So it's gonna be fun. Totri, look that way and close your eyes.
Yeah, go like this.
All right, this is the topic, chat. This is what we're drafting. We're drafting these. And
Chat, don't give him any help.
don't comment. Don't comment. Just stay silent. All right. That's the topic. You can take it off. Totri,
Am I good now?
we're good to
Yes.
go.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
You can go first.
With the first pick in the first inaugural anti-draft, I select Michael Jordan.
Damn you. That was my first overall pick. I'm going to get weird. You might not know them by their name, but I'm going Denai Guria.
Okay.
She played she was like the head warrior in Black Panther.
Gotcha. Okay. Make your pick, Totri.
I'm gonna go Serena Williams.
That's
Nice.
Very
great
Serena
pick.
Williams.
That's perfect.
Great pick. Are we snake drafting it?
Uh,
Or do we just
It don't matter.
It
It don't
doesn't
matter.
matter.
Go.
I will go the Dalai Lama.
Oh,
Oh,
wow,
shit.
that's an all-timer.
What the fuck?
That's an all. I mean, I have to go Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Nice. That's really good.
Okay. I'm gonna go Mike Tyson.
Okay.
Very good one.
This is tough.
Yeah, I bet.
I'll go Adrian Peterson.
Interesting. Can I go? Can I? This is a tough one. Let's go.
You don't have that many problems. Come on.
Oh. Shout out Damon. Richard Jefferson.
Nice.
What? We've got what?
I'm a little surprised you haven't caught on yet, to be honest.
I'm not.
Richard Jefferson, Dwayne the Rock Johnson, Michael Jordan.
The Dalai Lama.
The Dalai Lama.
I don't see how the fucking Dalai Lama figures
your
into
pick.
this. Barack Obama.
Okay.
That's where I'm going.
Don't know if he qualifies.
He definitely does not.
I'm gonna go Pitbull.
Ooh, that's a great one. Samuel L. Jackson.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Was this the last pick? Have we gone?
Are we going 4 or 5
Five.
each? 5
Go
each.
So he has 2 more.
So I've got, who do I got? Mike Tyson,
Serena
Barack
Williams.
Obama, Serena Williams. What was the last pick that you just made?
That I just made?
Who just made the last pick?
Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson. This is tough. Samuel L. Jackson. Give me Denzel Washington. Fits? No fit? No?
Nah,
We'll see.
Damn it.
it's fine.
I really have no idea.
I have a lot of options for my last one.
I'm lost. I'm officially lost. 245. Lost.
This is really hard.
I don't want to hear it.
There's a lot of good people.
I've got.
Oh, give me Common.
Okay, yeah, you just chose one of my 2. I'm gonna go Dave Chappelle then.
Nice.
Yeah, Common was one of the 2. Oh, I have another sleeper. Before we reveal it, I want to.
So are we going full or like do they have to full?
Do you have another
They
pick?
have to fully be into
Yeah,
it?
I get one more pick.
You have
Tiger
another
Woods.
I don't know.
Tiger Woods. That's where I'm going.
Yeah, I think we'll just go around one more time for fun.
Okay.
Give me Costanza.
Okay. Oh shit! You just made me think of another one.
Jason Alexander, but Costanza from
Um,
Seinfeld.
I have 2.
Okay, just to say them.
You just say both?
Yeah.
Jason Statham.
Okay, that's insane. That is such value right there.
Thank you. And Danny DeVito.
Ray Allen's a good one too.
Yeah.
The Dalai Lama.
Okay, what are we drafting?
Jason
Totri?
Statham.
I'm shocked that you haven't figured it out yet.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson, Ray Allen,
Jason Statham, Dave Chappelle, The Rock,
Well, these
Michael
people
Jordan.
all have in common. They're all celebrities. They were all famous.
They're all bald, Totri.
They're all bald.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Serena Williams, not a great pick.
Denzel Washington, not a great pick. Tiger is not bald yet, right?
No.
Obama doesn't count as bald.
No, Obama's definitely not bald.
But Mike Tyson.
Great pick. Great pick.
Damn, bald people. Shit. Gosh, that was a good one. That was a good
I
one.
thought I was a little worried that my draft pick of a bald woman would give it away.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like, whoa, what are you
I
doing?
didn't know who that was, so I.
Well, I said
But
the
then
head
he
warrior.
explained it. I don't know.
I almost accidentally said,
That's
you know,
not
the
where
bald
my
one?
mind was going. Like I thought, yeah,
That's fair. No, that's a tough one.
that was really good. I feel like we need to keep track, like a record of these, of like who is able to
Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Well,
Yeah.
we're 0 for so far.
0 for 1.
He's over.
I'm 0 for. I'm 0 for 1.
I guess we're also
that
0
was
for-
tough.
we're 0 for
That was
0.
really tough.
No, we're 1 for 1 because he didn't figure it out.
Oh, I thought we were talking about that. Yeah. See what you're saying.
Go in the chat. It sounds like a nightmare rotation.
That sounds like a dream blunt
The
rotation.
Dalai Lama, Barack Obama,
That's a dream blunt rotation.
Mike Tyson,
Jason Statham.
Jason Statham.
That would go
Chappelle,
crazy.
you kidding me?
Yeah, that's a great blunt rotation.
That would go absolutely insane. Something else that goes absolutely insane. Bad Birdie.
Fact.
Don't know why you guys haven't hopped on that train yet. Guys,
Hey,
go check them out.
They
Oh,
might
I need
have.
to talk to Max.
You can talk to Max?
Yeah, I need a hoodie.
I could use a
Desperately.
hoodie. Badbirdygolf.com, guys. Use code PHNX_sports15 for 15% off your next order at badbirdygolf.com. It's the comfiest, best golf attire out there.
That is not their tagline.
What?
Their tagline is not the comfiest, best golf attire.
That's where I'm going with it.
Yeah,
But it is. It could be because it'd be true.
Yeah, it would be true. Shawn, are you gonna go? Are you gonna go to the game on Thursday? Oh wait, we have a job. Right.
Yeah.
If you guys aren't going to the game yet,
I was like, what?
Like, I don't
get
think
your
so.
tickets on Game Time.
That's where Totri and I will be getting our tickets when the Bills and a professional football team that shall not be named
Mhm.
play
Thank
each
you. I
other in regular
appreciate you.
season
I
next year.
appreciate you.
You're
Honestly.
welcome.
Yeah, get them on Game Time. You can save up to 60% on tickets when you buy them last minute. Wait, because they get cheaper by the second. Best way to support us is by buying tickets through the link in the description. I'm sure tickets will be very cheap for the game on Thursday. They'll probably be limited, but they will be cheap on Game Time.
Gents, anything else before we get out of here?
Take Cleveland State plus 5.5 against my Mastodons of Indiana, Purdue, Fort Wayne.
Fade Syracuse tonight against number 17 ranked Miami.
Tom Brady overpassing attempts. 42.5. is the
Oh,
line.
dude. Danny Dimes' rush yards was the
Yeah.
freest thing of all
So
time.
is Giants money line.
So is Giant or Isaiah Hodgins over 44.5 receiving yards. Give me 107.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Guys, if you enjoyed the content, give us a follow at PHNX _Sun Devils. You can follow me at Anthony _Toach. You can follow Shane at Shane Deef. You can follow Shawn DePause at Shawn _DePause.
I don't really.
Keeping it cool?
Yeah, keeping it cool as always. Happy MLK Day. Hoping not to be judged by the color of my skin as always.
There you go. We will see you guys.
Or by the content of my character.
Wednesday at 2 p.m. But for now, peace.